Hey there, you're watching Go on Shaw TV, the Canada Day edition. Well, hello there. You are watching Go on Shaw TV. It is the Canada Day edition. I am all dressed out in my colors, and we are here with Kate Walton, who is going to tell us a little bit about what you can expect in Port Alberni on Canada Day. Kate, what's happening?
Well, it takes place on July 1st, so that's next Friday. I can't believe there's 2 weeks. My goodness. So the parade starts at 10 a.m. right down on 10th Avenue in Bird, and then it goes all the way across to lovely Glenwood Center, which you see right behind us.
And there is lots going on at Glenwood Center.
There's lots. Yeah. Folk Fest starts right after at 11 to about 2 p.m. You're going to get a whole bunch of cultural activities for the kids, and it's going to be amazing. I'm really excited.
It will be amazing, and you know what I think is so cool? Kate is brand new to Port Alberni, and you've gotten involved in this right away. Why did you do that?
Well, my friend Sarah Thomas is actually the president of the Folk Fest Society, and I handle marketing. I do some marketing for a couple businesses in town, and she's like, hey, why not? I'm like, okay, I'll come check it out, and then I was immediately intrigued and figured, why not?
And the rest is history. Immediately retreat. Kate, good on you. I think that's a great way to get involved in the community. And let me tell you, this community will get you hooked because there's always so much going on.
Oh, there totally is.
Yeah. Anyway, we're going to be talking in just a few minutes with the entertainment director to tell you everything that's going on behind us at Glenwood Center on July 1st, and with Pam Craig, who's going to give us the lowdown on the parade. But first, I think we're going to go fishing with Jenny Forster.
It's one of those relaxing recreational activities that connects you with the great outdoors. The breeze on the lake, the sunshine on your back, and a fishing rod in your hand. If you haven't yet heard, Sprout Lake is a great place to get your fishing on.
You've got lake trout, cutthroat trout, rainbow trout. I'm not sure the exact how big really they get, but between 3 and 5 pounds is probably average around here, yeah.
And what better way to celebrate Father's Day than going fishing with your dad in the Sprout Lake Fishing Derby.
It's pretty exciting. You know, they get to do that with Dad. I think it's the kids want to go fishing with Dad. I honestly do. Especially if they catch a bigger fish than Dad. It's pretty exciting, yeah.
Michael and his dad have been participating in this Father's Day Fishing Derby since he was young.
Yeah, we've been in the Derby for the last, I think, about 6 years, and we place in the top 2 every year.
And this year was no exception.
You know, we were about to give up today, and then the last couple hours I got a nice one there. And it's about, I think it's 2 pounds, 3/4.
But Michael wasn't the only one reeling in the fish.
So we were out last night, and Brady hooked into a nice 2.5 pounder, and Mike caught a nice one today, so we're pretty thrilled. It was fun.
A fishing derby is one of those special bonding times, a time to create memories that can last a lifetime.
There were some little ones in with good-sized fish, and they were just a beaming, eh? And they got a bigger fish than Dad, so they were happy as heck, you know. We've been doing it for a lot of years, and I enjoy doing it, and these friends of mine help me, and I hope we keep it going. I really do, for Father's Day.
Fishing with Dad is definitely a Father's Day tradition to remember.
She doesn't like touching the worms too much, but she likes reeling them in, so it's a lot of fun. She drives the boat most of the time, hey, Mai? Yeah.
And in this case, that's just the way it should be. For Go on Shaw TV, I'm Jenny Forster.
You can try this if you want.
There was art being created. There was art being exhibited. In fact, there was art spilling out on the street. There were puppet shows and theatrical performances and music everywhere. It was Port Alberni's first annual Solstice Festival, a new event that brought together 4 separate groups: Art Rave, Art Matters, Portal Players, and the Community Arts Council.
Right from the beginning, I wanted it to bridge community and art, and I think it's successful, and I think we did a great job. I think it's going to be something that we can grow from, and I think it's going to be something that this community will be very proud of.
I think it's a really good concept. You know, instead of us kind of like scheduling, over each other and stuff like that. So, this is our first year doing this, and I'm sure it's going to be a start of something that's going to grow.
The first year for Solstice, but each group has held festivals in the past. And for them, the joining of efforts and resources has created a win-win-win-win situation.
So great to collaborate with other nonprofits to do this. We've got a really rich festival with the theater, puppet theater over here, things at the Capitol. So yeah, it's a wonderful opportunity.
We can call on each other's resources, like the Capitol Theater. The Portal Players have given me the theater for Art Matters, so we've been able to do all these shows, and then I'm putting on shows so other people don't have to worry about bringing in shows. So we've really relied on each other.
And as much as the individual groups are benefiting from this collaboration, there are also economic benefits from a larger festival.
We know all over BC, so many communities are really reaping the benefits of these kind of festivals. And not only that, it creates a livability idea and factor, and I think that's really appealing to a lot of people looking at this town as a place to live.
I think it's kind of essential for community, really. I think festivals are what makes communities vibrant. But when you're a small group, to partner up with other small groups, it helps everybody.
And if festivals are essential to the well-being of a community, well, the whole purpose of this one was to celebrate the essential nature of art to the individual.
What else is more important? It is everything, right? To be creative, to have fun, enjoy it, take home something at the end.
To be creative, to enjoy it, and to take home something beautiful at the end. Definitely worth celebrating. For Go on Shaw TV, I'm Nancy Wilmot. Solstice Festival was such a great event. What a wonderful way to kick off the festival season right here in the Alberni Valley. So congratulations to all the organizers involved. Well done. Now, we have another big event coming up very soon, July 1st, of course, the parade, the Canada Day Parade, and Folk Fest. And I'm here with Pam Craig from the Women in Business Network. And Pam, the Women in Business Network took over the parade a few years ago.
That's right. It was 3 years ago. There was chance that it might not happen, and we just could not let that happen. We wanted to make sure the community was there to celebrate our birthday, July 1st.
And you're right, it couldn't not happen because this is such an institution in Port Alberni, isn't it? Everybody comes out.
Absolutely. Where the streets are lined, and especially families. That's the best thing to see, is the little children enjoying all the different floats, the different people. They get to see a lot of different things about our community. And we have chosen this year to use the theme about that kind of connection. It's called Community Connecting Us All.
Community connecting us all. What a wonderful theme. What time does this parade start? Because there are 2 different start times. The fall parade starts at a different time.
That's right. And the reason July 1st is at 10 a.m., it starts at 10 a.m., 10th and Bird, because of the chance if it's hot. We want to make sure that everything is done in the cool part of the day, and everybody has an opportunity to get to Glenwood Centre for the very special happening at 11 a.m.
Absolutely. Pam, thank you so much for telling us about it. Thank you to all the women from the Women in Business Network for taking this on. It's a good thing. Now, we have more to tell you about. We haven't even spoken to the entertainment director from the Folk Fest yet. That's coming up. But before we do that, we're going to step inside a secret garden. A secret garden that has a particular place in Port Alberni's history. When the gate opens for the first time, it reveals wonders. Paths trodden by feet long still, hidden corners once alive with voices now silent. A secret garden, tended and restored by a man who found it in a state of disarray just a few short years ago.
Super overgrown, huge trees that made it actually quite cold in here even in the summertime, which was when I bought it. And so I had to take the big overgrown trees down, and then all of a sudden it changed the look of it, but I think it also took it back closer to when he started the garden.
He was Robert Eller, a Canadian artist who was known internationally, not just for his art, but for his work teaching and sharing the gift of creativity.
He was recognized in bodies such as the United Nations and for his work with children in residential schools and in Canadian prisons. He attended some of the great art schools and was mentored by the great Group of Seven member Arthur Lismer.
You could tell that somebody special had made this garden, had done it themselves. I'm an old antique dealer, actually, and to kind of recognize things that have been done well, and I just fell in love with it.
He was extremely generous, and in terms of his own home and his gardens, he created a little Eden.
You did get a sense, and I found myself, when I went to do something, I said, oh, I'd even say Robert, and how would you do this? Kind of based on the feeling I had for the place.
In fact, the entire restoration of this garden has been based on Robert Eller's original vision, which is as it should be. Eller holds a unique place in the history of Canadian art and was the guiding force behind the formation of Port Alberni's Community Arts Council, gifting the Society a collection of 20 artworks that represent the depth and breadth of West Coast Canadian art.
We had the privilege of selecting paintings from his collection, and it is a marvelous collection. We've got a painting by Arthur Lismer, member of the Group of Seven. We also have a couple by Norval Morisseau, painting by our own George Cloutessy.
Morisseau, Cloutessy, Wright, Ames, Lismer. The donation list goes on and on. A gift so generous that its value to the community is difficult to even calculate. But Eller himself was perhaps the greatest gift. A man who saw and created beauty everywhere, and whose spirit seems to permeate the garden he built with such love.
Kind of a sense, but not the spooky one. I think just a sense, an aura maybe of what somebody has done, the things they've left. You can see their handprints on.
The Eller property is privately owned, but remains an important part of Port Alberni's history. Its restoration keeping the artist's legacy of generosity alive. For Go on Shaw TV, I'm Nancy Wilmot. We're here on location at the Cal Davies Diamond because there is a tournament coming up, a slow pitch tournament that you want to know about. Paul Robertson, what's happening?
Well, we've got the 28th annual Okie Dokie tournament here, again in Port Alberni on Canada Day, July long weekend. We've got 70 teams coming from all over the island and a couple from the lower mainland, just like last year.
This is such a huge event, great for softball fans, slow pitch fans, but there's something else happening.
Well, we've got a music festival 2 nights. July 1st, there's a country night. We've got 3 acts that night. There's a band coming out of Campbell River called Completely Credence. We've got Lance Lapointe, one of our local guys, and a local band, Big Daddy, that night. And on Saturday night, we've got a lot of bands, a really exciting night that night. The headliner is a band out of Calgary. They're called Icons. They're a tribute to Kiss. They're going to be really good. And we've got a whole bunch of other stuff too. You can check it out on our website at www.fantasticalberni.com.
Okay, this music festival, where is it happening?
It's happening right here on Cal Davies Diamond, right here.
Where do you get tickets?
Tickets are exclusively at Slammer's Gym. They're helping us out again. Tina at Handy Andy's been a great sponsor, and they're there. $20 for both nights.
$20 for both nights, 70 teams coming for the tournament, all this music, And the money is going where?
Well, all the local charities around town, sports groups, music groups, apply for the funds. We donate them, as we see fit.
Paul, thank you so much for telling us about it. July 1st weekend, you're going to want to be here. The Okie Dokie Slow Pitch Tournament and Fantastic Music Festival. Holy cow, there is so much going on. Make sure you get down to Slammers Gym and pick up your tickets, or you're going to be sitting behind the fence wishing you were inside. Now, we're going to take a little bit of a break, but don't go away because we'll be right back. Well, welcome back. You are still watching Go on Shaw TV. We are still here at Glenwood Centre wearing red and white because Canada Day is coming up. And I'm here just like I promised you. I have somebody from the Entertainment Committee, Deb Masso, who's a very familiar face to you if you watch Shaw TV. Deb, what can we look forward to in the Glenwood Centre at Folk Fest?
I want to say, first of all, happy National Aboriginal Day. We're shooting it on this day. And we look forward to seeing all of you on July 1st. Some of the entertainment we'll have are cloggers. We'll have some singers. We're going to have some dancers. We're hoping for some First Nations entertainment up there also. I have my nephew who does a combination of First Nations song and dance, and also some call it, I just want to say.
Guitar.
Some guitar playing and singing. So we hope to see you on that day.
What is your nephew's name?
My nephew, I have actually two nephews, Yelmer Wenstop and Timmy Masu, who will be doing some entertainment on that day. So come.
Come on out. You can tell Deb is just a little bit of a proud
Absolutely,
auntie.
I am. Absolutely.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
Now, there's also going to be birthday cake, I believe, for Canada.
There's going to be birthday cake, and I'm emceeing on that day. So you'll see me on the stage.
And what time does all this start?
After the parade is all done, we'll come to Glenwood Centre. We'll have the flag raising. And then we'll go inside for some entertainment. Some wonderful food fairs will be there also. And we'll have some cake and some watermelon generously donated by some of the local companies, businesses in town.
And I think the food is my favorite part because you've got this wonderful selection of ethnic food that I never get to taste any other time of year.
I know, same here. We'll have some East Indian, some Japanese food, hopefully some First Nations food also.
It is going to be a great event, always one of my favorites of the year. Shaw TV, of course, will be covering the parade. We'll do it live. Make sure you PVR it if you want to see a little bit later. Now, we are almost at the end of our show today, our Canada Day show, but before we say goodbye, we're going to head out onto Art Avenue with Melissa Martin.
Well, welcome back to another edition of Art Avenue, again from the Roland Art Centre and our current exhibit, which is Solstice Inspiration. And that is on until July 1st, so don't miss out on this wonderful exhibit. It holds about 40 local artists and some magnificent work. And also a reminder too, our summer art programs are certainly coming up fast and furious. Brochures are available right here at the Roland Art Centre for our children's summer art program, as well as our writing workshop for teens and youth. So if you're interested in any of those summer programs, stop by today for your brochures. And here's what's happening at Shaw's Landing. On Saturday, July 2nd is Winnie Brave, and that's an Americana roots music with a tinge of country. Friday, July 8th is John Gogo, and this is a solo tour, Islands tour, and he's a singer and songwriter. And Saturday, July 9th is Glenn Chatton. And this is a little bit of original folk, world jazz, fusion, and electric violinist. So if you're interested in any of those concerts, stop by Shaw's Landing for your advance tickets today. And a few other reminders for you about the Jane Austen Festival. I know we've been covering it quite a bit, but something new is happening or taking place on Friday, July 8th, which is the opening night of the Jane Austen Festival. They'll be having a reading at the Capitol, and that'll be by donation. So certainly stop in and start your weekend with the Jane Austen Festival. Also, the Draw Gallery is having their Spring into Art, and that's a group exhibit, and that goes right until the end of the month. And their life drawing sessions, they both have an adult class as well as a teen. So if you're interested in that, contact Draw Gallery today. Well, that's it for another edition of Art Avenue, but again, a few reminders before I go. Our summer teas on the terrace are selling out, so if you're interested in those tickets, certainly stop by the Roland Art Centre and pick up your Teas on the Terrace tickets. So until next time, I'm Melissa Martin for Art Avenue.
Well, hello again. We're back. And today we have the Bard L, and it sounds like just like when you say athlete. The THL in there sounds like the Bard L. So the word we have for that is hlutsma. Hlutsma is a woman. Hlutsma. The other word for the Bard L is hlichwamis, which are clouds. Choo, we'll see you all next time.
We're on location here at the Blue Marlin Inn because there is an event coming up on June the 30th that you're not going to want to miss. Sue Hopkins, what is it?
It's called the Loggers Stomp, and it's a fundraiser for the out-of-work loggers from Franklin River. So the mayor phoned me and asked me if I'd give him a hand putting on a fundraiser, so I gathered my team, and yes, we are.
And there is a lot going on. What time does it start, and what can people expect?
Well, we've got a party in the parking lot from 4 p.m. till 8 p.m. with all sorts of goodies. We've got a bouncy tent, we've got music, we've got vendors.
She's got a cheat sheet, you can tell us.
I do, and I've asked Mike and Al Boyko to please come in and do some power saw carving, which they are going to do, and they will donate it to our silent auction. We also have the dunk tank with Mayor Rattan is going to be sunk in there. He has promised. Are you coming in this year?
I won't be here this year, but I bet you there is going to be a lot of people that are going to line up with the mayor in the dunk tank. I'm sorry, it comes with being a politician.
Exactly. Also Dale Oberg and many more. We're having a Toonie Looney auction, a silent auction, 50-50 draws. We're having a barbecued pork dinner with all the fixins for $15 a plate. Hertel's very kindly donated 6 pork roasts to us. We're having corn on the cob with that from Quality Foods. And we're also have Malumba Boogie Band will be playing in the bar from 9 o'clock till 1 o'clock.
It's going to be a great evening. It'll be such a fun fundraiser. Perfect way to kick off your Canada Day long weekend. Thursday, June the 30th, 4 to 8 in the parking lot, and then moves on inside. Sue, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Shutters are clicking and lights are flashing. The Sunshine Club Digital Photography Group is hard at it in Port Alberni, perfecting their craft in a very diverse group of shutterbugs with a wide range of skill levels, from experienced photographers to extreme newcomers.
People who have new cameras, who are new photographers, sometimes join to get help.
Others, however, do experiment and expand their skill levels, taking and sharing photos of a different theme for every meeting. This month, it's tabletop photography, still life montages created by the members and photographed as a way to learn, well, pretty much every aspect of the craft.
Photography, especially digital photography where you can manipulate it, is a great way to be an artist without getting my hands dirty with paint, because I'm not really that good with paint.
Group members are clearly enjoying this month's exercise, learning and sharing in the user-friendly environment.
If you have a question, someone in the group has probably had the same problem and you can get a good answer. If you have a good answer, then they don't mind taking the information and using that as well.
Everybody helps each other to do what needs doing, and with the digital photography thing. And we like to help each other if we can, anyway.
And a lot of the credit for the supportive nature of this group goes to Shelley herself, who believes in building confidence rather than challenging technique.
I'm kind of concerned that too much critiquing is going to discourage the beginners. We try not to be negative.
Well, whatever the approach, it does seem to be working, as club members are turning out high-quality work that is garnering attention. So much so that a new half-hour program called Our World in Focus will soon begin airing on Shaw TV, a program that features the photographs taken by the Sunshine Club Digital Photography Group.
Everybody likes to see their, their name, I suppose, and, and show off the, the things they do. And, I've had my pictures on Shaw Cable before, and, and people have come back to me and said, I enjoyed your pictures.
It's like writing a book that nobody ever reads. What's the point? If you don't share what you're doing, then it seems kind of pointless.
Shelley and Jim are editing the program, honing new digital skills, and creating not just a showcase for the club, but a showcase for the Alberni Valley.
Well, that's what we're all about. The valley, what is it, the city with a big heart, and great photographers.
For Go on Shaw TV, I'm Nancy Wilmot. Well, that does bring us to the end of another Go on Shaw TV, the Canada Day Go. And I am wearing my red. I have to tell you the truth. This is from the Beijing Olympics. And because the Rio Summer Olympics are coming up in August, I might just wear it between now and then. Until we meet again, Go Canada!